There we go. And it looks like Kipp is going with the questionable palette choice for his ship and suit.
I'm not so sure about that color choice. I've seen like done a lot of swaps, but yeah.
Like, I don't know what to make of that particular choice, but looks like Kipp is going to try and Moonfall meme it, which is, and everyone else, they're working on it. This is going to be his ROM hack colors. I didn't know Kipp was working on a hack. That's what MST would say anyway. So what do you think our first item?
Reserve tank.
Lame. Reserve tank would have been nice, but it's just a vanilla morph ball. Is this even randomized? Let's see if we get the ceiling tank as the second item. Oh, it's an energy tank, not a reserve tank. Oh, and bombs at the Chozo. We're gonna see a BT.
Oh yes, yeah. So, do you want to explain about the Chozo randomizer?
I believe this is Chozo logic. So, season 2, starting with the week 5 races, which is going to be in another week. The Chozo statues are actually the major item locations now, instead of the vanilla item major item locations. So, energy tanks, where they are at, they're not your. Unless it's a Chozo statue, it's not a major location. It has to be a Chozo statue, like you see on Kipp's screen there with the bombs. And those energy tanks, they could be anywhere, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong by that, but
well, so the locations are, yeah, all the ones with Chozo statues. So those alpha missiles are one of them, as well as I think the rewards behind the 4 G4 bosses. So Wreck Ship Supers and Dragon's item and Ridley's item and Kraid's item. Those are the other Chozo, I guess what they consider the major locations.
Okay. And we're going to look for some power bombs and some supers early on, as early as possible. Looks like it's just a missile under the old Mother Brain tank. Vanilla missile item there.
Yeah, and
so now I guess the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. The other thing is, not only is it Chozo randomizer or Tracker Ploff is noting that it's also boss rando, so that adds another layer of complexity into, like you don't want to enter a boss room like unprepared because it could be any of the 4 bosses.
Ooh, so you could theoretically have Ridley in Kraid's room, for example, or at Kraid's entrance. Ooh, that would be fun. And a screw attack at the 230 missile. That is a nice find by Kipp. Zeb is on his way to picking that up, and MST is shortly right behind. Ridley Spore Spawn. Oh, come on. That's just why would you wish that on anyone?
Yeah, so it's interesting. If you have bombs already before you enter BT's room, the boss just activates immediately. So you could technically fight the boss before even grabbing the item.
Now, I know people don't like checking Gauntlet, but the Gauntlet location is a Chozo statue, and that is an item that could be progression. I mean, it's a Chozo statue, so it's going to have something. Do you think anybody's going to run up?
Yeah, I'd say so, especially because they have 3 tanks and screw attack, making the check a lot easier. And they have bombs too, so they get through the whole way.
It looks like Kipp is going right for it. One thing to note with Kipp's sprite, he's doing, because he's using the altered sprite with the program called Sprite something, the screw attack graphic actually has altered. It's not an automatic space jump graphic like it is in the vanilla game. So you'll still see Samus's normal spring jump. And looks like he missed a block. I'm going to be boring, and I'm going to say it's going to be Charge Beam at the Gauntlet.
I would guess power bombs or super missiles. So I can explain a couple more details about the logic. So in terms of the Chozo statues, they're gonna have all the, I guess, like real items in the game, but they also could have, well, you've seen it's just missiles at Gauntlet. It's also gonna have 3 tanks, a reserve tank, missiles, super missiles, and power bombs. I think there might be more than one of ammo tanks. I'm forgetting the exact number. But yeah, we know exactly what's going to be at all the Chosen statues overall. In terms of the other locations, it's a mix of minor items, as well as the rest of the E-tanks and reserve tanks. And in terms of logic, those E-tanks, the ones that are not in Chosen statues, can be considered in logic for stuff like how runs.
Plays in Meridia, like Shack and Plasma Beam, more interesting because those are both Chozo statue locations. We'll see if anybody decides to head there as this seed progresses.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just vanilla gauntlets, so we're still looking for both supers and power bombs.
One thing that could pop up, and I don't know if this is going to pop be in players' minds or not, they can use that screw attack. Oh wait, no, they don't have power bombs. I was gonna say they can go up to Billy Mays and potentially get some supers, but they still need power bombs to access them. So never mind. I forget where things are.
Yeah, I know Azra's mentioning about the boss Rando. So for people who've never played anything like the area randomizers, one thing that might be confusing is if you enter a door and it gets randomized to a room where you were supposed to enter from the opposite side, basically the game just kind of makes you teleport in a way, so you kind of spawn in a standing position, so it doesn't kind of screw up the game too much, right? If you enter from the left, it expects you to enter from the right of the other door, but some boss rooms will only have one entrance.
And we see Kipp found the first pack of supers behind the Brinstar Reserve tank. This is good. Spore Spawn is a Chozo statue, at least the item is, so we'll be able to see what is back there. There are many Chozo statues in this game, far more than I remember.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest differences is how, the 230 missiles are now a major. And I think Alpha PBs, that's also a Chozo statue.
Yep.
Oh, and Spore Spawn, of course.
Kipp, you know you have screw attack. Kipp?
It's the 90%. Use 90%.
Yeah, definitely. Kipp is looking for some power bombs. He's going to check miners and hope they pop up. If they're not there, he's going to move.
Yeah, and so the good thing is because he has bombs, he will be able to check the Spore Spawn item in the reverse method instead of having to do the boss fight. And very nice first try screen wrap around, or I'm not sure what the glitch is called, but it involves wrapping the screen or moving the screen. But yeah, Plasma Beam is early. That's a nice pickup.
1/3 of our microwave has been acquired. That's a super missile down at the charge, and we saw a reserve tank at the charge missile. Oh, Kipp opting to pick that up. He's probably thinking of some hell runs in Norfair later. It's the only reason why I would think he would pick that up.
I mean, I always like to pick up at least one reserve. It is technically extra health, and it's useful in some specific situations, like in Torian.
Yep, and it's definitely useful if your energy tank count is low, and yeah, you just might need it to survive. All right, we got a super at the Green Hill Zone / stairway. I forget what people are calling it now. Still no power bombs. Question is Kipp going to go up or down? I'm guessing he goes down.
I mean, it is possible that we actually see an Alpha Powerbomb seed.
That's true.
But it looks like Kipp, yeah, he's just going down.
If you go up and there's no power bombs, he has to go all the way back around just to come back down Red Tower. So I like this play. I like this play going.
But yeah, like with the bombs, that means that there are quite a lot of locations in Norfair that could be the first power bombs.
Energy tank at Spazer. We're definitely setting up for some hell runs.
And Zeb also went down, and we'll see if MST... Ooh, MST is going up.
Oh, that's gonna... Let's see if it pays off. Yeah, this is incredible.
I mean, the league's been notorious for never having those alpha power bombs. Even though it's always been a possibility, but I've never seen a league race where alpha power bombs were the first power bombs. So let's see if it pays off here.
No, if you were a viewer of season 1, oh, charge.
I mean,
yeah, if you were a viewer of season 1, power. Yeah, power bombs were notoriously the cathedral missile in Warfare.
Yeah, no,
everyone
don't miss the slowest progression.
So that's 2/3 of the microwave, but now MST has to go all the way back around Criteria and Brinstar just to get back down Red Tower.
And yeah, as Chat mentioning, because this is boss Rando, it's definitely very safe to save. Zeb actually just ended up not checking Kraid's lair, and oh boy, it's Ridley.
Oh,
and Kipp cannot fight Ridley right
now. Did he save recently? Okay, he did.
Yeah.
That was a very smart safety save.
Oh yeah, he took this save.
That means Norfair's play. I did not see what was at the ice beam when Zeb just checked.
Looked like just another tank.
Okay. So we got a Chozo statue coming up at high jump boots. We'll see what we find here. Hope maybe it's a suit. Probably not. It'd be too nice if it was. But even if it was, that would not put Ridley as able to kill. Oh, we have a very limited ammo count right.
Yeah, they're not close to even having the ammo, let alone health to defeat Ridley. And we're still looking for power bombs too. The power bombs, they could find power bombs in like a minor location, but in terms of logic, there has to be a Chozo accessible Chozo holding a power bomb.
I would think holding a power bomb would either be wave beam or speed booster.
Yeah, reserve is no longer, since that's not a Chozo, that's no longer a major item location.
There is also there's
They can get the grapple beam because they have
they can get
regular bombs.
Yeah, they can. Yep, they can get to Croc, but I'm wondering. Yeah, grapple has to be in logic then with the items they have. Hopefully, Elfonzyo decides to do the safety save before challenging Kraid, the Kraidly. Looks like, okay, he's going to. He'll be happy to know that he did. Kipp has enough ammo for Kraid. Kipp does have enough ammo for Kraid.
Yeah, I'd say the fact that Ridley's at Kraid isn't, the worst thing because it's just one item. It's far worse if Fantoon is gated, like if Ridley was at Fantoon, because you need to defeat Fantoon to access the entire ship.
Now, in a situation like this, would vanilla Fantoon be... Vanilla Fantoon is the best option? Oh, interesting. I would think Vanilla Fantoon is the worst, simply for the fact that if you go up there, I mean, you're just kind of hedging your bet. But maybe that's me. I think I'm too used to playing Link to the Past randomizers or Crossover Randomizer, where vanilla items are the bane of your existence.
Zeb, find another E-Tank at a the Speed Booster Miners.
And Speed Booster Major.
There
There it is. There it is.
So that does open up
Finally.
Wreck Ship.
Okay, I think he did.
Another thing to note is, again, because of the changes, a suitless Meridia is no longer possible because both Mama Turtle and Bot Wound are miter items. So we have a pretty good idea of what we need to find soon. Like the remaining, was it Wave Beam and Grapple Beam? They have to have something, as well as the Wreck Ship items. I assume we're gonna find the Gravity Suit pretty soon, or we have to find like High Jump and Varia.
I mean, if a runner really felt brave, they could do Suitless Meridia anyway. Depending. I wouldn't count on any but set to do that.
Ooh, and Grapple.
Oh.
Okay, that makes getting to ship a lot easier.
Is CWJ in logic with this rule set?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still the same, like, skills in terms of what's in logic.
Okay, so it's still the season or league season races or whatever. That's
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's more logic in terms of like, getting out of boss rooms, like Dragon.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody took that grapple beam and bet on Croc, because they can also get the Indiana missile check now with this. I mean, they also have bombs, so they can IBJ up.
Yeah, and it makes Croc escape accessible too.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking check Indiana Jones in case they want more power bombs for Crystal Flash purposes. I don't know if any of our runners are going to want to do that. Kipp has enough ammo.
Zeb is fighting Croc, and Kipp is about to start his Croc fight. So get those Croc emotes out in chat.
And Chad bringing up a good point. If you don't have Ice Beams for a Turian, that is something I forgot about. Oh, Elfonzyo, I don't like his entering the final stretch of the Hell Run here. You gotta put up some speed. You can do it. Oh, he's only got 30 in the reserve tank. This is gonna be.
Oh no, he falls in. Yeah.
No. Oh, fun. All right, they're almost neck and neck with the Croc area. Zeb's got about 3 rooms. What do we got? Spring Ball? This run is officially over. Zeb has won.
Well, that's going to give the runners no choice but to clear the ship.
It's wreck. Yep, wreck ship time. Zeb ignoring Indiana Jones. He's not interested in more power bombs or anything for that. Looks like he knows what he's doing. It's time to go to the wreck ship.
Oh, and Elfonzyo unfortunately takes another death.
Oh, you have this. Chat's hating on the spring ball. I don't get what's going on with chat. They used to love the spring ball. Am I getting old? Oh no, Elfonzyo dead again. How did he take so much damage in the cathedral? I didn't see.
Yeah, no, I missed the cathedral room too. But yeah, those jumps are pretty precise. You lose a lot of time and health if you mess up your movement.
See us to farm some more health. Zeb hasn't been this way yet, has he? No, he hasn't. He is going to discover for the first time that Ridley is over here. Ooh.
Well, honestly, this fight is doable.
Tank ammo, he can do it.
Oh, and Elfonzyo's
No.
not looking good again.
Ooh. Kipp has enough ammo. I wouldn't be surprised if Kipp also challenged Ridley. Gotta be careful though, because it's 120 damage per hit with that tail. I think. I could be mistaken.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, and Zeb's going for it. I mean, the super missiles make it a lot easier if you manipulate the right patterns and don't miss any.
Ooh, that's one tail. Okay, he's missed 2 super.
Ooh, he's missed quite a lot.
This
is
close.
Looking pretty rough.
Oh,
he takes another body hit.
Oh,
That hurts.
Oh, yep, that's not this. We'll get him next time.
Well, we do know that the various suit can't be behind here because heated low Norfair is not in logic.
Gravity could still be back here, but definitely not Val.
Kipp with a pretty nice fight though so far.
Oh, he is juggling that pogo like the master.
Yeah, I don't think he's missed any supers actually.
No,
and Kipp does it.
Wow, very nice.
Oh no! Not sure if we can call that a word.
That is, he would not consider that a victory. Yeah, switching back to plasma.
Oh, Zeb's actually gonna try again.
You got this, Zeb. You just had bad tail luck. You got. Ooh. I don't think he's missed any of this. Oh, he missed. Oh, he's got it. He might have to burn that reserve to make sure he stays alive for the transition, but he's got this.
Yeah, he's got 2 reserves, so he'll be fine.
G to Zeb at Ridley. He's gonna wish he didn't do this though. Or he picks it up.
Yeah, in stuff like was it Major Minor? It's often fine to grab that because there are a lot of E-tanks, but in the Chozo Rando, it's a lot less likely for the major item location 7 E-tank. But he gets that okay. Oh,
now,
and I actually
in terms of
oh, sorry, yeah.
I was gonna say in terms of logic, is this technically a crate kill or is this the actual kill?
Honestly, I'm not sure how I would put it on the tracker. I mean, I'd probably put Ridley, but yeah, no, just I understand the logic behind putting crate because it's locations too, but yeah, the grapple beam also unlocked the X-ray location in logic, but it's a wave beam, which is an item, but it's not progression.
Ooh, and this is gonna be something where Kipp is gonna time on MST. He's gonna find the charge beam. and then he's gonna keep going straight up, and then he'll make his way to the right ship. Whereas MST earlier had to wrap all the way back around.
Huh. And also because I believe we've seen every major item location, at least accessible one. That means the Phantoon fight cannot have Dragon, or at least I'm not actually no, I'm not sure. Maybe you only need grapple to get out. Maybe it could be Dragon. Actually, no, it could be because Dragon's minor jump, Dragon's major item.
If it was, it would have to be Gravity Suit under that situation. Then, if it was Dragon.
Oh yes. Actually, that's true. Yeah, no, the grapple escape's not logic, of course.
Oh, I didn't see it. Elfonzyo, he made it to Bubble Mountain. He's got his first pack of power bombs at Speed Boost. Excellent. And Zeb up his wave beam at the extra. This is shaping up to be a nice race so far. Finding out that it could possibly be Kraid if progression at Varia, which is always possible. It could. Not surprising to me for Kipp. He is going back to the ship to refill and safety save. Oh, he's out of power bomb. Maybe that's why. I have to guess that Kipp is not checking miners because he feels comfortable for ammo go mode. He has charge beam, he has wave and plasma. He just needs ice to make sure he can do Turian in one go.
Yeah, and Chozo randomizers, especially with variable progression, it's on average you're just gonna have a lot more items, honestly, than if you're doing like a major minor split.
Alright, so my question to you, and to everyone else in chat, if Phantoon turns out to be Kraid, and it has... Well, what could be progression if it was Kraid? Varia Suit puts nothing in Norfair in logic that we haven't already seen.
I mean,
it would...
Ship has to be really stacked, because to get to Lower Norfair you need both suits, or like Varia plus high jump. And then to get through to Bot Wound, you need gravity plus at least ice or speed. So I mean, at the minimum, there's going to be 2 items, progression items in the ship.
Vanilla Phantoon. All right.
Very nice. And with that charge beam pickup, it's going to make this fight a lot easier.
Sadly, we don't have X-ray to make this a full microwave, but it's going to be a really fast kill.
And Kipp's just going to go for Doppler strats anyway.
Well, he's a very strong 80% runner, so I can see a very fast 2-round coming out of it.
And he gets it.
That.
Zeb choosing to skip that super on the way to Phantoon. Which, okay, makes sense, because again, he has charge, wave plasma. Oh, but unfortunately taking an ocean dive.
MST is about to fight his ghost, and Elfonzyo fighting Croc, always bet on Croc. Meanwhile, in the SRL chat, Canadian Owl is laughing out loud several times. I'm guessing he's laughing about some of the things he saw. Probably a Ridley look. I don't know what the second one was. Oh, look at
Oh, there's our first regression. Gravity suit. So it's either going to be double suit wreck ship, or we'll find Icer speed.
Well, this actually opens up a few. The missile. Actually, there's 2 more chosen locations in wreck ship, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Ice beam or speed booster fully unlocks Meridia. One more suit unlocks all of the. This is gonna be microwave complete. We're gonna have.
That's nice.
We're gonna have very toasted Batoon and Dread.
Well, that means that the bowling missiles or the bowling item has to be various suits, ice beam, or speed booster.
MST decided to show some frustration with the Phantom kill, unloading a volley of the supers after the ghost died. Oh, Zeb. Oh, that Phantom, he had that was unfortunate.
Oh yes, no, Rumble mentions because gravity does open up Shack Tool. That's true. So Shack Tool is a possibility. I'm forgetting that.
Spring Ball is a Chozo statue. That's right. Shack Tool is absolutely in logic with gravity suit and grapple. Yeah, it's in logic.
Yeah, and Chozo seeds, that Shack Tool is far more common to have progression. It's not even a meme or a gamble play at this point.
Ooh, MST is trying to do some sponge bath strats. He must not have Spring Ball. He must not have picked it up because he could bounce his way up and get. Little X-ray, which I know he does not like. I know he does not like picking up the X-ray. So he will be very unhappy when he finally gets over this silly thing to get up there. Yeah, gravity is right side of the. Wow! Oh, MST might have forgotten that right side of the super is still a major item.
Yeah, that's really not good for MST if he does not go back and grab his gravity suit. Oh, and there it is. There's a speed booster.
Speed booster, okay. So he can also. Well, Kipp could check the reserve item, but that's gonna be a minor, so he's probably just gonna nope on out of here.
And Shack Tool could have acted. No, it doesn't. It still could have the Varia suit. They're still looking for Varia. So it is an option. Although since the check is very slow, I doubt Kipp would go there until his last Meridia check.
All 3 Meridia checks are pretty slow in this logic because you have to kill Dragon for 2 of them, and then it's the mandated coffee break to get the Spring Ball.
MST checking the robot room. I'm not sure why.
Huh.
Could be looking for more power bombs, maybe.
Oh, maybe. And he has left the ship. Oh, this is really bad for him.
Yeah, he will pick up the speed booster, but I mean, eventually he has to figure out that he's missing something, and hopefully we'll go back to those right side supers pretty soon.
Oh, he went for the missile and somehow did not pick it up. He got hitboxed. I don't know how that one worked there. Ooh, Elfonzyo, he's going to make his way to the X-ray scope. He'll be rewarded with his way. We have simultaneous high-five bowling statue. Zeb and MST. Well, even at this point, Asger, if MST would need one more power-bound pack on top, because he can't even crystal flash with 10.
And Kipp gonna put that microwave to good use. Ooh, does the vertical microwave? I've not seen that much. Needs a few super missiles, but gets a very fast kill. And yeah, I believe almost every remaining Chozo is gonna have an item.
Yep. So we got Screw Attack, we got Spring Ball, Plasma Beam, Space. And then, is that it?
Lower Order, yes, I believe it's just Screw Attack and Ridley's item. Although, actually, each of the remaining bosses has only one item anyway. So, whatever boss, the item behind the boss. So let's see if this one's random, or Dragon's is randomized. It's Vanilla Dragon also. So Kraid is at Ridley.
Nor fair to get to Kraid. Oh, it's a nice microwave. I have not seen that setup before. That was a...
Yeah, Kipp likes doing the vertical microwaves.
Mm-hmm. Oh, MST decided to go back into the ship. He's going to check Rick's ship.
Oh, there it is.
Varia and Space.
Yeah. So it is go mode besides finding power bombs.
Yep. Or ice. The Kipp is going to...
I would not think that Kipp would check the remaining Meridian locations.
MST unhappy with that X-ray scope.
Yeah, and he still needs to grab his gravity suit because he should realize that with his item set, he's missing something. There's no other location than logic. I mean, even Screw Attack is arguably not even worth it. Because the getting out is not the most convenient.
Yeah, and they don't have high jump, so they can't do the strat to get out. They would either have to IBJ up or defeat GT and then use the speed booster and Shine Spark up. All right, MST has left the ship again. He is the...
Yeah, this is not.
He's gonna wonder what he missed.
He did not. He didn't defeat Ridley at vanilla Kraid's lair.
Oh,
So
he does
I
have
think,
charge.
yeah, I think he's
does
gonna
have
do
charge
that.
wave plasma.
He might be thinking that is where to go or something, although it's clearly not in logic. Oh, nice reverse CWJ there.
That is props for that one. Got a 4-alarm fire going on.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to warn MST.
And
Zeb with a nice
microwave on the
microwave.
shrimp. He's gonna be rewarded with this fire suit. Yeah. Oh, Kipp is going for the stutter. He missed the damage boost. That's okay. There are at least 3 other backup strats he could do to get up here.
Oh, actually, yeah, Rumble makes a good point. Yeah, MST checking minor locations because he could have E-tanks.
Oh,
that's a good point.
And he's going to use that to fight Ridley. Yeah, I did not consider that.
And I guess he skipped Terminator earlier because Terminator is not a major item anyway. And Kipp, we'll see if he checks Screw. No, he's not. He's just using it to charge a spark.
Well, I thought Kipp was going to go for the wall. Oh, never mind. He's doing the spring ball jump now.
And gets it.
There we go.
And okay, yeah, looks like Zeb is just taking the sandpit routes down to Norfair. And Elf is in his Phantoon fight. Should be okay since he has a good amount of health. And MSC still scouring the area for checking the minor locations.
Second set of power bombs, at least. I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
Yeah, we haven't seen many powerbomb tanks in the seed.
This brings back painful memories of a seed I recently... the worst seed ever. He's barking his way through the Ninja Pirates, no problem. Out the ghost. Let's see if he remembers to go and check right side super. He'll get his gravity suit. He'll be very happy.
And Kipp will not need to farm before this upcoming fight.
No, definitely not. Question is, do we get a stand-up prom invitation, or does Kipp just say... How is that even a question? Why do we not talk?
And let's see what's
He's
at
too good of a player.
Kraid's item. It is Space Jump.
Nice. And Elfonzyo did go right. He's going to get his gravity suit. He's happy. MST is unfortunately searching the nether regions of Brinstar, looking for something that he's obviously forgotten about.
Well, I can say for certainty that MST will have some interesting comments in SRL sometime soon.
This will be a painful learning experience. Oh, 15 power bombs. Okay. I'm sorry, I missed. I do not know how many of these races he's done yet. Of the Chosen State.
Yeah, it's just because of how it's, kind of unusual in a sense of mixing a lot of the elements between major and full randos. And honestly, it's really a lot of rules are unique. It's very easy to either just be, you need a couple of races to get the hang of it, or just you might forget something.
Yep, either you just forget about something entirely, or it's like, or you just don't expect it. And I suspect that is what happened here for him.
I mean, I honestly liked how I think in the first one, I think Rasu just played the seed like a normal major minor and still ended up winning. Oh, and Zeb made the detour to screw attack and finds his ice beam. That's a really big pickup, since we know that power bombs are kind of hard to come by. Kipp still needs to find 2 more power bomb packs.
This could be big. If Kipp does not decide to do any more minor locations, he's going to have to depend on a lot of power bomb drops, or he's going to find himself going back end of Gauntlet 3 times. Or 2, just to get power bomb refills, because trades may not drop them.
Like, I think going into Turian with 10 power bombs is okay, but 5 is definitely not worth it. Well, I mean, I know for sure Kipp still has a lot of Brintstar location or criteria location checks to do.
He does, but let's see if he goes. Can't go for it. Press 1. Okay, am I still being 80% mindset? That's Speed Gaming has a time machine. I knew Fiesel was hiding something under his belt. By the way, everyone, give these runners a follow. They're all very good runners. And MST. I'm sorry, MST. I'm kidding. You're a good runner. Don't let yourself. Don't let this race say anything otherwise. Follow Plums, my fellow commentator. Follow Ploff, the awesome tracker behind the scene. Everyone can just say hi to.
Well, I mean, this is a reason why it's an open practice race. Better to learn here than in the official league matchup.
Oh, there now he's looking for power bombs. Now he realizes. And Elfonzyo has completed his microwave. Elfonzyo, where are you going? Forgotten Highway is never faster. What are you doing?
Yeah, MST has tons of ammo and E-tanks. Should be okay.
Should be, as long as he doesn't take too many tail hits.
And I'm also not looking forward to his reaction, seeing what is behind Ridley. Oh no, he falls into the acid. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh no, and he gets grabbed by Ridley too.
Ooh, that's auto death. Alright, now unfortunately we know Kipp is not going to find any power bombs up here. He has to go back to Brinstar. We know where there's two.
Oh no, criteria power bombs were checked, yes.
Yep.
And gravity was right side supers in red chip.
Yep. This is where Zeb is going to make up a lot of time. He does not have to check for anything. All he has to do is kill Ridley and peace on out. He could come back and steal this one. Of our restream. At the 56-minute mark, nobody has finished yet, even of the those not being restreamed.
Yeah, I believe we have. Is it 11 runners? Somewhere like 11.
I believe so.
Yeah, 11 entrants in this. We do have a comment from Balthazar that has the not so happy face. Not so sure what that is referring to.
Let's see here. That was almost an hour ago. Well, what was found recently? Suits or ice beam potentially. I don't know. Could be any number of things with this. Is he very happy that his space pelican?
Oh yeah, it looks like Kipp is just going. Oh, and meanwhile, MSD did see Ridley. Oh boy, not the greatest find. I mean, MSD has to figure out soon enough. At least he doesn't have the items for stuff like, was it Superless Meridia? He can't go there.
He can't do Superless. All right, Kipp. What's gonna happen?
It would be amazing if Kipp somehow got enough powerbomb drops to not have to go back and refill.
He needs one from this set to continue on route. Oh, he got one! He got one!
Oh wait, but this one only has 2 Metroids, so
yep.
I assume it's not possible.
He has to go back now, no matter what. Whatever. Oh, but he still got one. The RNG is with Kipp today. And Kipp and SRL saying fun time. Alright. Oh, MST is diving back to Norfair. Where could he go that he hasn't already?
I really don't hope for his own sanity that he goes into Lower Norfair.
Oh, I don't think he knows how to do high jumpless.
And without any suits.
Yeah, he can Crystal Flash once, so he can fight Minor, but that's not going to help him any.
Okay, yeah, so Kipp's just going to use the bugs near the gauntlet to farm up. And, oh, even getting drops from the pirates. That's very helpful since he didn't fill up the full, so he could finish all the rooms if he got a couple more powerbomb drops. Oh wait, yeah, apparently MST didn't pick up String Ball. He just didn't go to Croc yet. So yeah, I'm not sure why MST just didn't do Croc first before at least all those minor checks in Ridley.
Well, he is going to get a spring ball, but it's not going to be the item he's looking for. This has to lead him back.
Oh, and no drops for Kipp, fortunately.
And we do have our first finish. Aussie, or Asa, non-restreamer, finished 1 hour, 39 seconds. GG to Ase.
Yeah, he probably, I'm guessing...
He must have found Ice Beam. I'm guessing he would have checked
as Kipp. Yeah, but checked Screw Attack.
Yeah. That would make the most. And there is our final spring ball for MST. Kipp has his third power bomb. He can, yeah, he's done with Metroid rooms then after this. So he won't have to. Oh, and Zeb's timer went poof. Zeb's timer. Grip timer. What suit does Kipp have? This is a pallet suit. He has both Varia and Grab.
And Zeb is gonna catch up pretty closely to Kipp. Ice Beam makes these Metroid rooms much faster.
Yep. Now, Kipp should be able to get. He doesn't have. Still be able to get the baby skip. We'll see if Zeb is able to. If he is going to make up some on the Zeb skip, and then also with Mother Brain fight because he has more charge damage than Kipp does.
Well, this baby skip's pretty rough without high jump.
Yeah, and without high jump, yeah. We'll see if he gets. No. And then Kipp realized that it was going to be just to tank it. And honestly, I don't blame him. It's really tough without.
Yeah, it looks like high jump had to be Shack Tool or Plasma.
Shack Tool or Plasma, yeah. It has to be one of those two. Right? Right.
Yeah, I don't think we miss anything else. The last location, I think, is just a ammo tank, like a super missile tank or something.
Zeb, you can be closer to the door, make up time, and we're gonna have 40 frame loss from Zeb facing left.
Yeah, rip the frames.
Hey Zeb, the window's still on your game feed, right? Right, Zeb. Marco.
Can't even tell what that is. Looks like. Yeah.
Oh, and Kipp doing the Zeb skip. He's just supering all of Zeb. So any time that I thought Zeb was gonna make up, no, I think Kipp has this one. This one is Kipp's to lose. It's a machine dashboard.
Kipp gonna use his ammo before the charge shots. which will be a pretty fast fight since without ammo he'd only need 24 shots anyway. Zeb getting the Zeb skip. And he has the full beam combo, which makes the still have the easiest Mother Brain 2 fight.
Yep. Alright.
And it looks like Kipp does have enough energy. Yep, he's setting up for it. And meanwhile, we have oh yeah, Elf is he got his various suit. He's gonna go fight Ridley first, and then go to Lower Norfair and fight Kraid. And MST is finally going in the right direction. Well, kinda. He's in Red Tower now.
He's heading in the right general direction. Just keep going in that direction. You can do it. And then a missile. Elfonzyo going to take on Ridley now that he has both suits. He will be very happy. And also far less likely. Oh, Discord is the winner for stream. He's checking through all those cheat messages from earlier today. No, Zeb, I'm kidding.
He's censoring the scene. I can understand it.
I mean, that baby Metroid, you don't know what it's doing. You have to. And Elfonzyo finishing off the Space Pelican. That was 3 down for Elfonzyo. And MST is going back to the direction. Alright. There are 2 locations down here you have not checked. Please go to the one that is the correct. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. He's doing it!
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to see this reaction.
Oh no. There is going to be... Yeah, I can only guess what this is going to be. He got damage boosted into the gravity suit.
Fires off one missile of anger.
I would have expected a few more. Looks like Kipp is going to take this one. Question is now, does he see animals? He is an 80% runner. I don't think, but it is always.
Nah, Kipp doesn't save the animals.
Wow, we have predictive text on our layout. Already, Kipp is the winner. He's not even in the ship. There he is.
Yeah, Kipp finishes first place on our restream, second place overall, with the official time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 51 seconds. GG.
GG. Let's see if we were an interview. So we can get his thoughts, among other things. That was...
And Zeb has also finished with an official time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 43 seconds.
Zeb censored the multiple Samuses after images. Wait, that's not 2 winners. That's... We're gonna try. We don't know if they will. We'll see if they want to join.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we don't have audio for the runners on the right. Okay, then it must be on Metroid then. And let's see where those high jump boots were. They were at the plasma beam.
And although not being restreamed, Canadian Owl has third official all time in 1 hour, 12 minutes, 47 seconds. GG, Canadian. In an interview, we're just going to try and get him in here.
We have a dot done from Sidon Make with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 18 seconds.
GG. Oh, now I meant to say 4. My bad.
I'm assuming you're sending out the invites.
Hey.
Oh, hello, Zeb316.
Yeah, GG. Sorry about that. My computer restarted in the middle of the race, and I had to kind of improv, try to throw it up the stream again.
That's okay.
And then it started.
Your censorship
again right after the race, so hopefully it doesn't restart during this interview.
That's okay. Luckily, your baby Metroid with Samus was well timed, so GG to that. So, your initial thoughts?
My initial what?
Your initial thoughts on this seed. What do you think?
I think heck whoever put that block next to the door entering Ridley.
Oh yeah, yeah. People were talking about that in chat too.
And that
yeah, I hear you.
I'd like to have whoever put that there.
Blame some developers who I don't know. Yeah, just blame. Also joining us is Kipp. GG.
Hey, Leno, GG. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Your movement and execution was insane, sir. That was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I thought I played okay, like micro-wise, and this is only my second boss randomizer. The first one was the race last week. And so I really just don't know much about it from a macro point of view. So I'm sure there's a lot of things I could have done, but I need to go watch what Aussie did because he beat me by like a really long time. And I'm sure some of that was my exploits. And how many times did I have to go to Torian? Like 4 times. I'm sure that contributed, but that's a long time to make up. So I got to figure out what he did versus what I did.
The only thing I can think of is he went to the screw attack and picked up Ice Beam. That's the only thing I can think that would maybe make up that time difference, but it would have been really good.
He said he skipped Croc too in chat.
Got some hour time with that seed. I thought that seed was. I thought no one was going to get even close.
Yeah, I mean, because Croc could have had like a super like a required item, but it just didn't in this case. Other than that, the seed was fairly linear, as a lot of Chozo seeds are.
Yeah, it felt super linear. Like it felt like you had to go down first because we didn't have power bombs.
Yep.
It basically forced you down, and then to get the power bombs, and then force you back up to wreck ship. So.
Okay, Aussie missed ice, and if he missed ice and didn't have it in Torian and had to do power bombs, I assume he at least had 2 packs because, again, there's going to be like no way for me to finish like that many minutes behind without something significant. So I just got to do like a better job of like paying attention to my ammo and stuff like that. I honestly didn't even think about the fact that I only had 5 power bombs until I was at Red Tower, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, we were thinking of when we were going to look for them. And Ozzy says he found it at Left Sand Pit and Meridian Main Street.
Huh.
The other two, yeah.
Oh, wow. The 2 other packs on the restream, MetroidMst, Vanilla Powerbomb location in Retro Brinstar, and then there was a second one. Was that Eticoons?
Yes, Vanilla Eticoons as well.
So you would have had your other 2 power packs.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking if I had at least 15 power bombs, I would not have checked the top of wreck ship. Flash clipped into Baboon. Okay. But because we hadn't killed Dragon, and I had no idea where more power bomb packs were, I was kind of forced to check the top of wreck ship. Ice or Varia, potentially.
All right, so I have a question for both. What were you thinking when you initially saw Ridley at Kraid's location? Like the actual fight itself, not that you had to fight him, but the fight itself.
I got excited.
Yeah, I actually was kind of excited too. I felt like I had picked up enough stuff that I was like him. So I was actually kind of hoping for Ridley there. And I was hoping he held something better than Spazer.
Yeah, that was the unfortunate part.
Yeah, I felt all good about myself. Like I had a super clean Ridley kill. Like I was probably about as good as I could have done it. And I was feeling all good about myself. And then I got Spazer and had to pause to unequip it because I already had plasma. So that was kind of a troll. But somebody in chat real quick mentioned my graphic changes. I just want to mention it real quick. Basically, my friend Fruitbat Salad, his wife, Minnie Mimus, who's also a good friend of mine, she's an artist. She's been doing a bunch of reskins for me. And so every race of the Randomizer League, basically I'm allowing people to come in and sort of like donate to the cause. So basically if they pay half of the suit cost for her to do it, I'll pay the other half. So that way, like it doesn't really benefit me. It just benefits her as an artist. And then I'll let them design the suit, and then I'll wear that suit in one of my races. So every single week I've worn a different suit, and different people have some coming up. I think I have like the next 3 races in a row tied up for people's suits, but it's really cool. I think it looks neat, and I hope people like it. So every time y'all see me in an official race, I'll probably be wearing something different.
Have you thought about using some of the other sprites that have been released so far, like Alucard, Mega Man X, the Federation Trooper, any of those?
Yeah, those are cool. I got to give a big shout out to my boy Nintoaster. I've hung out in his stream some, watching some of his stuff that he's created. Because if I recall, I believe he made the Alucard one and maybe the Mega Man one too, or the Contra one.
He made the Alucard one, and he made an awesome custom sprite. So I would recommend you guys check that out if you're interested at all in doing that.
Yeah, he's awesome, and those are really cool. Maybe I'll do those for fun at some point, but I think for the official randomizer like league, I'm just going to keep it with Samus and just kind of do the suit changes. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate it. That was fun. These things are a lot of fun. I'm glad we have these weekly races. So GG to everybody, and I'll step out and let you guys finish the other interviews.
All right, GG Kipp, thanks for stopping by. All right. Well, I was going to ask both of you guys this, but Zeb, when did you feel like you were in? Was it when you picked the Varia suit, or was it when
I
you
was actually
picked
considering doing suit with Foreign Warfare.
Wow.
Specifically because wasn't in Lord Warfare. So that makes suit with Lord Warfare way easier. You kind of don't have to farm up as much before entering.
Yeah, no, yeah. Once you knew that, it was Kraid.
Even with less power bombs than I would have expected, or than I would normally want.
I mean, I'd say the biggest
And that's
worry is
also why I'm
just not knowing where you
taking
can
the top
start.
direction.
Okay, yeah.
More power bombs because I figured I could finish the seed even if area was there, but so I couldn't really do that. I need to learn those spring ball jumps a bit better too. I think that I was morphing a little bit early and morphing right away. I think I need to wait like a little bit.
They can be a little tricky. It's definitely a lot easier in water. From personal experience, though, I don't know how others do that.
Starting at the end kind of slowed me down a bit too. Spending a lot of time trying to get stream back up and everything all set up.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
no,
know
I know what
that
you mean.
Discord would have popped up because of I didn't have my tracker up, so it's set to like Chrome tab, which was Discord. So a little bit annoying.
Yeah, chat was mentioning that you were gonna look up the high jumpless baby skip strats with that Google
was
tab you
looking
had
up,
open.
No, I was looking up how to get back into SRL.
Oh,
or like get rid of the username that was already in there, so I could log back in, so I could
Okay.
get that done.
I see.
Well, yeah, it's a good thing that yeah, this
I don't
happened
remember
in a practice
I looked
race.
at
So, how comfortable do you feel going forward now with this logic set of Boss Randomizer and Chozo logic?
So I feel pretty comfortable with Chozo. Chozo is going to be a lot like this, where it's very guided. Chozo, it's pretty guided, but not to the same extent that this felt like it was.
Okay.
Comfortable with it. I've done quite a few Chozo races, so feeling good.
Yeah, the schedule is, I believe, right, what is it, week 9 only has the boss randomizer. And I think, isn't it, they might do full randomizer too? I think it's a possibility.
You can
from
choose
what I've
between
seen.
full Chozo and major minor. You and your opponent.
I think that was a thing. I forget what the specifics are, though.
From what I understand of it, you and your opponent can agree on one, and if you do, you'll do that. And if you don't agree on one, then instead starts and they veto one of them, and then the other person chooses between the last two. And that's what you do.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Elfonzyo decided to tickle the Ponk / Sephi. Having a little trouble getting up. There we go.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the how I guess like the meta ends up playing out in Chozo. I think my opinion is, as I've mentioned to some people, is that I'd say it's definitely better for the runners, but it might be slightly less entertaining for the viewers just because there's like less locations or less. There's less variance between what you have to do in each seed. Like, for example, how Suitless Meridia just doesn't exist anymore.
Hesitant to say it's actually faster, because the seeds I've played haven't been faster. So it's possible that the slowest it can be is still faster than the slowest major minor can be. Fastest it can be is slower than the fastest major minor could be, so a little bit less variance in that way.
But yeah, as you said, this happened to be just one of those seeds where pretty much it's just execution, not a lot of differences between what runners did. But there'll be more decisions to be made in just a regular Chozo randomizer.
Yeah, I also found it interesting, by the end, runners like checked pretty much everything, because I only had not checked and Spring Ball. That's the reason I checked GT, because I knew that there were 3 items that I wanted: Space Jump, High Jump, and Ice Beam. So the odds that one of them would be there is 3 and 4, so...
Decent. I was the item distribution hadn't been so linear, where pretty much forced into one direction. Would the possibility of checking Shackle or Plasma Beam, like, would you have been enticed enough to check one of those two, an item that you really would have wanted?
Probably not, other than Varia. If I were still looking for Varia, I would have checked them, probably. I've checked them looking for, like, a luxury item, like High Jump or something.
Yeah, actually, I feel like in a situation where you're technically like already in go mode, it's less likely that runners will make Plasma Shack Tool gambles compared to like a major minor split. Like most of the time, Shack Tool ends up just being required more than anything in these seeds.
I'm kind of curious how often people will kind of skip Croc. Big risk.
Oh, yeah.
When there are like only 25 locations. Time it could really pay off.
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest gambles someone can make, just because it's only one item and it's the grapple beam location.
Also with the boss randos, I feel like it's really hard to go up to wreck ship without having checked literal everything in the seed. Tune's not
That
there.
is something. That's something chat was actually pointing at race too. Because if Fantoon is not Fantoon, you have to come all the way back down to fight Fantoon. If it is Fantoon, it's pretty much the last thing you have to check.
Mm-hmm.
It's that terrible RNG situation.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of worried when I was going to Fantoon, because I was like, well, like, I missed something. And also it could not be Fantoon. It could be like Kraid. And then the Kraid or the Varia Suit location could be something like Varia Suit or Gravity Suit. Dragon is in logic with Gravity Suit behind Dragon as a boss fight. To know, but
yeah, I think we were wondering that during the race, whether or not it would have, if you fought Dragon there, does it have to be Gravity Suit for you to get out? Because I don't think, because I think Double Escape is not in logic, at least not yet.
not in regular season, at least, not until playoffs.
MST, why are you farming the cargoes? Are you trying to get...
It's anything, so.
He doesn't have Ice Beam. He already had enough power bombs. I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe he's looking for supers?
He has 63. I don't think he's... Well, I honestly don't know. I think he just might be a little tilted because of the gravity load.
I think it probably is that he's looking for supers because he's not going to be able to Zeb skip without ice.
Well, I mean,
Unless
he has
he can use-
charge. And it's I'm interested to see if he'll do an interview with us and kind of explain what he was thinking when he realized he had to go all the way back to the wreck ship.
Oh. And he triple dipped the wreck ship too, because he went back to, I think, because after he picked up speed, he went back through to check the energy and found it to be the X-ray, and he was not happy with that. He was originally trying to do sponge bath strats and wasn't able to get up there.
Ooh, I like these Metroid strats he's using for these rooms. Using the screw attack to manipulate the Metroids.
Mm-hmm. Elfonzyo not setting up for stand-up. He may not know it because he was taking a lot of damage. And looks like we have some developments. Old Man Sunshine has dropped out of the race with a comment that he picked the wrong seed to do his first race. Maybe. I can't speak to that. I mean, this seed looked kind of brutal. And then Balthazar Reason has finished in 6th. Official time of 1:31:36. GD to Balthazar.
GG.
Yeah, it looks like Balthazar also not completely familiar with the logic. Which is understandable. Well, that's what the practice runs are for.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was definitely not, I'd say, like a beginner-friendly seed.
Zeb, you're in the season 2, right? What division are you? All right, you're in the season 2. Yeah, that's right. I think I raced you last week. What am I talking about? You're in my division.
No, we're not in the same division. Because it was a 4-way.
Oh.
I think you're cutting out quite a bit. If you go into your settings and you turn your input sensitivity down and see if that helps.
I think it might just be my internet. I might just be losing upload. Sorry.
And we have another dot done from 64-bit Link with an official time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, 23 seconds.
Elfonzyo is on the escape. I don't know. Do you think he saves the animals?
I
haven't seen him do
actually.
too many races. I don't know how he fares with this. MST knows he has to do a speed Zeb skip.
Oh, he gets up on it.
To heck with that. Skip.
I think I'm gonna head out. No. See you guys later.
All right. Yep. GG,
well, thanks
Zeb.
for joining us, Zeb.
Yeah, and good luck on your upcoming races. Yeah, no, Zeb's, I don't believe he was in season 1, unless he changed his name, but he's a solid racer. I've seen him race a couple times.
I don't remember if Zeb was in season. I want to say no, but I don't know. Well, MST has Charge Wave Plasma, but is still choosing Supers.
And Elf is not going to save the animals. And he is done with official time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 8 seconds. GG.
I just would be fast because charge wave plasma is only 750 damage, if my math is correct. MST is doing. Like, what's he doing? And it looks like Elfonzyo. And we're working on getting Elfonzyo in here for an interview.
And MST has taken down the final mother brain phase. And we'll be heading to escape.
Hey there.
Welcome.
Greetings.
GG.
Greetings. Hello.
That was an interesting seed.
That's one way to.
Yeah. Like, I knew at first I didn't want to check Rex ship first because I might not have gotten Fantoon. Not Fantoon. Yeah, Fantoon. I might not have gotten Fantoon as the boss there, and it might not have opened up Rex ship as a result, but I found out after I checked literally everything else that I could possibly check that luckily it was Fantoon. And then Gravity Suit was there, and Speed Booster was there, so I took Forgotten Highway to take care of Dragon. Like, everything was just tipped on its side of what I had to do.
I was a little worried that you might have been a little tilted. You took a few really bad deaths doing your hell runs in Norfair earlier during the race. And
Yeah.
you eventually got over to speed. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I figured that was the play because I found power bombs at Speed Booster, I believe, and more energy tanks. And I'm not sure what puts getting to Rex ship in logic, but I'm guessing finding grapple was a pretty good thing to find there, even though I could have just CWJ'd there and taken care of it. But
yeah, I think any number of items, spring ball jump, grapple beam, space jump, speed booster, or CWJ gets you to Rex ship.
yeah. So that was... But then when I beat Dragon and found Varia's suit, I was okay. I'll just kill Ridley on my way down to Kraid. Which is something you never ever think of with boss randomizers. And I was concerned.
Now for our...
sorry.
Go ahead. I was just going to say MST, our final restream. We're finishing with an official SRL time 1 hour 7 seconds. GG.
GG's.
I mean, you pretty much did the same thing as the other racers. Like, logic was, technically you could have gone to ship first, but logic was telling you to clear, like, hell runs before going to ship.
Yeah. And I'm glad I found Charge and Plasma so I could take care of Bottoon and Dragon with the microwave beam. That was fun, though. Had a real good time.
This was a nice scene. I would also like to point out to chat to make sure you follow Ploff, who has named himself with the items with the track GG to Ploff.
GG's to Ploff. Oh, I see that now.
And we will see if MetroidMst wants to join us for the interview before we sign off for the night. Send this off to the Zelda 1 randomizer match coming up in about 40 minutes, give or take. As you do have a certain set of skill for people like you. I'm kidding.
Sounding a little robot-y there.
So, yeah.
Leno's
this has been an issue.
notorious. I think I remember this happening sometimes too, or before.
Yeah, this has been known to happen from now and then. I'm sorry. Real quick. And I of Zeb before he decided to, he was in here for a while with the interview. Would you have considered doing the plasma beam check or the spring ball check?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
If I didn't find ice, I would have.
Okay.
I think ice was behind Dragon.
Ice was at a Screw Attack.
Yep.
Oh, was that Screw Attack? Okay. Yeah, because I noticed I only had 5 power bombs, and I couldn't freeze the Metroids. I'd have to go and refill power bombs if I wanted to take care of the Metroids that way.
That is something that Kipp did a few times. He only bomb pack and no ice boot.
Wow.
He had to fall back to the back gauntlet twice to refill on power bombs to clear all the Metroids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't recall how many packs there were, but they were not in the most convenient locations.
Yeah, I only found the one. So as I was noticing, I was going down to the crate. I thought I was in go mode, but then I looked at my power bombs. But so I was still technically in go mode, but not in I don't have to refill go mode.
And then looks like the final person has finished. Shalaskala? You have a long name. Finished final time 1 hour 43 minutes 25 seconds. GG to Shal.
GG's.
I don't know if MetroidMst is going to join us. He has not indicated. He's not even in the SRL channel. I'm going to guess he's going to decline this. I think he's pretty tilted from this. Emmett forgot about the right side super being a major location, so he spent a good 30 minutes looking for progression. Sorry, MST.
Yeah, no, that's easily the most unnatural location you would think, because it's not really like a Phantom reward. Like, it wasn't even a major item in the vanilla game.
And additionally, because it's a major item location, the current logic, you wouldn't think that's because of that with the Chozo. And my words are saying he didn't know the location, so that he didn't find his gravity right away. This seed was a little cruel to our racer.
I mean, there were some, difficult parts that you had to do with this race, and just kind of the early Ridley not even paying off either. So, it could have been worse, but it definitely was not a super fast seed, I'd say.
I think for me, for checking that location, I forgot that it could be a location, but I checked it because I was still thinking in the older logic, where it is a major still too.
Oh, maybe.
Because I was just thinking checking Chozos is what I needed to do. But I checked it just thinking. It's something I just habitually check after I start clearing out wrecked ship.
And then Balthazar in chat saying he went all the way back to Red Bryn before looking at the item map. Yeah, this was kind of seed. Plums, do you have anything else? I'm kind of out of questions here.
No, not really. Just it was a good, overall good race. There were a couple of struggles, but a good learning experience for everyone. I kind of liked how you combine both the Chozo and the area randomizer, just because these runners will have to get used to both of these elements in the second half of the season.
Okay. Do you have any about this seed?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I might have cut out. Do you have this seed or any?
Just asking about any final comments. I guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, I regretted checking Gauntlet early too, finding only missiles in both the major item and the back half of it. But I'm glad I got that check out of the way so I didn't have to wonder for like the whole race what could have been back there. But other than that, that seed was really good. Seeing Ridley first was funny. I remember I immediately reset at the Kraid save point, which you don't see many people. Oh, I didn't know. I keep on forgetting it's there sometimes. So I knew that was one of the first plays to make in this seed, just in case it was an unbeatable boss for me.
Yeah, you were not the only person, by the way. A lot of people reset right away when they saw Ridley.
I figured. And I was also thinking, I was getting a lot of energy tanks, so I was thinking suitless Ridley may have been possible.
I think that's going to do it for us then. If you like Zelda, this is the place to be. On Speed Gaming 1 right now is with the Brewers fan JP and Saver. Coming up in 30 minutes on this channel, we have Zeb316 versus Rick of SG staff. And then coming up in 1 hour, we have the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly, which will be on Speed Gaming 1. And then we have some Mario Kart action on Speed Gaming 2 starting in just a couple minutes. And on 4 is another Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament match. So if you like Zelda, this is the place to be. And I don't know how much of that went through. So Plumst, I will let you...
Yeah, no, I caught most of it. Yeah.
Oops, I'm still connected. Let me get out of here real quick.